Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid preview. This is the preview to Real Madrid against Atalanta in the UEFA Super Cup. The first game of the official season. We're not going to count pre-season games because those games are not official games. They are games to try out different tactics, formations, and realistically, it's about growing the fan base in the United States. It's about, in a sense, the financial side of things as well. So it is not entirely football based, but this is a big game against Atalanta because this is the first trophy that is there up for grabs. This is the first trophy that Mbappé could win. So it is very, very massive. Some of these players have never won the Super Cup yet. Bellingham. Um, I don't know if Traoré has won it. And certainly a few others as well haven't won this trophy before. So it'll be a new collection. Obviously, Real Madrid have won many of these, so it's nothing new. It's nothing different as usual, but it's a good way to start the season, as Carvajal said. Starting the season off with a trophy win will be a great form of motivation for the team to obviously um, start from. So this is a big game against a side that let's not let's not underestimate Atalanta, because I do think that they could be um, a threat. They have got the qualities to be a threat, whether that be going forward or I think even defensively they will be pretty solid. They're not gonna be a pushover. They're not gonna be a team that you can just run over and just get by. So it's gonna be a lot of work needed to be done. But with this new front line consisting of Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Bellingham, potentially Rodrigo, you have got the firepower up front. You have to be winning this game. It is game number one out of 50 or 60 or even 70. Who knows? But it is going to be very, very interesting. It is going to be a good game. I think for the neutrals, this will be a very good game to watch. I think based on the name, the team sheets. Based on the name, you have to probably say Real Madrid are favorites, but realistically, Atalanta, they got here by beating Bayer Leverkusen last season in the Europa League, and Bayer Leverkusen were still undefeated, and they had absolutely cooked the whole season. So Atalanta clearly really played very well to be able to stop them from winning and win it themselves. So this is gonna be a big challenge. It's gonna be tough, but um, it is going to be interesting seeing Mbappe start for Real Madrid for the first time ever. That's gonna be hopefully a debut to remember. But let's look at some players that Atalanta have that I would be scared of. I think the first player that comes to mind, I think for everyone, is Ademola Lookman. I think this is a player that's got a hat trick in the Europa League final against Bayer Leverkusen. He has been playing really well, and he's a very good player. Certainly, I see some familiar faces. The likes of Gianluca Scamacca, Charles de Catalere, Nicolo Zaniolo. They've got Ederson in the midfield as well. Kurt Miners, who is on the verge of joining Juventus, if I'm not wrong. Um, they've got Kolasinac, Zappacosta, Ben Godfrey is at Atalanta as well. Pasalic, Martin De Roon. So this is a side that are very stacked going forward, but they have got qualities defensively in the midfield and in the defense as well. So I think that they are in with a good shout. They really are. And let's not underestimate Atalanta because you don't know what they're gonna be able to bring. Obviously, this game is in a neutral venue in Warsaw, Poland, so no advantage whatsoever. Yeah. But for Real Madrid, how do I think Real Madrid will line up? I probably it's a bit of a mix of will line up and should line up. But I think that the way that Real Madrid will line up is pretty much the same as the way that Real Madrid should line up. I think that when you have got players that are very good available for you, and you have got a coach, a man manager like Carlo Ancelotti, who is able to utilize and make full use of these players in doesn't have to be their right position or then preferred position, but even just having them, he will be able to find a way, and we have seen that last season as well. So confidence is with Ancelotti to get the best out of these players, but I do think that there isn't really a big concern with the front line. Really, I don't think there's too much of a concern with it being too imbalanced or anything like that. But in my back line, I've got Thibaut Courtois, main goalkeeper. He's back. This is going to be a big season for Thibaut Courtois because he missed out on the entirety basically of last season. So this season is key for him to regain the trust and confidence of fans. Although I think that the fans do rate and trust him anyways, but Lunin is still in a lot of people's minds right now. So if Courtois plays really well, majority of the fans will not be thinking about Andre Lunin, and that is a sad reality. The back four, I've got Fuller Mendy. He's better than Fran Garcia. It's just really that. Defensively, way better. Going forward, he ain't as good, but the gap going forward isn't that big. And I do think that if you do start Fran Garcia, you're going to concede at least a goal. At least one goal. It's going to come down the left-hand side. It's going to be poor. It really is. On the right-hand side, Dani Carvajal, same thing again. Lucas Vazquez. Going forward, great, but we don't have to play both Vazquez and Fran Garcia when you have got the attack, which we'll get into in a second. So, play the players who can do the defensive job. I'm happy with that. The center halves, Rudiger has to start, Militao has to start, and then obviously you've got probably Jesus Vallejo who's going to be on the bench. So, great. The midfield, I think this is going to be the first time we see Tchouaméni, Bellingham, and Valverde start as a midfield trio. You're not going to see Bellingham be that man he was last season. And honestly, good. Because he was never brought in to do that job as the attacking mid / false 9. He is an 8. An 8. So let him be where he should be, which is in center midfield. And then the front line, beautiful, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and then Mbappé. Can you believe we're saying this? I can't believe it, but hey, that attack, that team is so stacked. It really is. This starting 11 is really, really stacked. Obviously, with massive news coming out that Camavinga will be out for about 6 to 8 weeks, so he'll miss the start of the season. He'll probably be back around we're hearing October, could be November, but hopefully he's alright. Training injuries are the worst. I mean, I think it was Tchouaméni and Camavinga that collided in training, so yeah, really unfortunate. But let me know what your thoughts are on the team. Score prediction, Real Madrid, I think, will win this game by 2-1. I think it will be tight. I think it will be narrow. I think Atalanta will find a way to score, but I think with the attack, Real Madrid will prevail. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's preview. hit the notifications did, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.